Okay. I am tired yet again after work, but you know what? We're doing this. Locked in. Still sick for some reason. I have no idea why. Okay. Ignoring that. Let's see.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So spoilers from last stream, right? We slayed the princess,
You're
and a lot
here
of
to
crazy
slay
shit
her.
happened.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
You can skip previously seen dialogue by hitting tab on your keyboard, or okay, cool. So let's see. I just got off of work. I have no choice but to be awake. I'll sleep soon. I'll sleep when I'm tired. Also, thank you for letting me play this game. I appreciate it. This is your copy after all. I need a hug, and I need like a lot of alcohol. I thank you. I should be using him more. He does things that like are cool. Like for instance, eyes are different colors. And I forgot how to use my model. Oh, bandages, yay. And hair. There we go. Now I am knee red and blue chaos. What was I thinking of? Something. Ah yeah. So I was playing it yesterday. I was playing this yesterday on stream, and I mean, like, why would I want to kill a princess? I need to marry her. I'll slay her in bed. Anyways.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Whammon.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she is dangerous.
It's weird, right? Because like
she is not dangerous.
I was
because
looking
she's
at
locked up.
the achievement percentages, and I was like, wait a minute, how the fuck did I get these? Like these are like very specific, and like either people stop playing the game or like it's just hard to get.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Because I let her possess my body, because I was like, that's the only way we're getting action.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no change.
This will be a very 1 hour stream. You definitely stopped playing the game.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical.
I'm mad that I
chicken
waited so
because
long
the
to start
egg
playing
is
the game.
hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job.
I saw Manly
and
like
slay her.
have a thumbnail of the game, and I was like, "Ooh, this looks interesting." And then like I never ever looked at it.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If
Also, I feel like the
anything,
narrator
slaying a princess is much better
is
than
a
slaying a seamstress.
But that might just be me.
Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Let's see. Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this
All
off.
right. Have a
I
good
don't
day
make
at
the
work,
rules.
and
I
I
wish
will.
I did,
I will attempt
but
to
I
have
don't.
good sleep. Let's see. No, we're gonna go. We're just gonna go. Gonna skip through all this dialogue. Gonna have
The
some
interior
new
of the
shit.
cab-
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go in without the stupid plate. I'm gonna do something stupid.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient
Just who's to
wood.
say, like, she'll kill me
The
if I don't
princess
kill
really
her,
lives
you know?
here. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's
Her voice sounds different.
hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear
Uh-huh.
once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all
Her
part of
voice
the
is completely
manipulation.
different.
You're playing a dangerous game
This is a
by
different
coming
princess.
here unarmed.
This is not the princess I wanted to hang out with. Just checking on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am
That's what I'm trying to
begging
say.
you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Nope. Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more difficult.
But how could she even hurt somebody? It's not like she's a
Thank you.
fucking
Thank
eldritch
you.
horror just waiting to kill me. Or, well, she wasn't even trying to kill me. That's the thing.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
You never know. Let's see.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Break the chain. Like how her eyes keep changing.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
True.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Well,
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's
uh-oh.
voice.
I think we got the marriage route.
If If I could
because
just get out of these
it's only us
chains, I
two.
know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
I am baffled. I am concerned. I am scared. I am no longer aroused. Everything is gone. You know, this game has. I don't know how to explain it. I didn't think it would go this way.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal.
I'm gonna need that knife. I got
It's
it.
the
Yeah.
blade
Oh yeah,
from
cool.
upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
I'm so scared. If I free her, will she eat me? I'll save her.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Why didn't she just deglove herself? Why did she do all of this
You
extra
cut
shit?
into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground.
It just like
The heavy
it just like
chain
scurries
froze.
away like a fucking rat.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
She is a whole ass SCP. I don't want to hear it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Oh, I
No.
guess we're leaving.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Oh, you ass.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall.
Why is she
before
more
the blade
agile
has a
than me?
chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
This is me resisting.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
You don't even know who I am.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, she's gonna kill me.
She plunges
well.
it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Nah, it's fine.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every
She's not really
inch
good at this.
burning
Not as
pain
good as the last
slices
princess.
its way into your body.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
Nope.
Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you.
I'll never
You
forget
collapse to the floor, your
how
blood
she
pooling around you.
just
your
decided to
limbs
fucking
unresponsive.
start chewing off her arm.
The princess
immediately
stares
with
down
no
at your
hesitation.
ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this. right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your
'Cause
choice.
that shit,
It's
I'm
over.
still like, that's just stuck.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter
You're
2,
on a path
or 2,
in the
or
woods,
3, or 7.
and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Yes, yes, yes.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
This doesn't count as okay. Well,
She will lie, she will cheat. If only you knew what you did
Ooh.
to us, you villain. Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He is trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
I like Voice of the Cold way more.
Last time?
And
What
cheated.
are you talking
I
about?
don't know who this man is.
I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Let's go.
The interior of the cabin
Ooh, I
is
like this
clean
cabin.
and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm gonna look at the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Okay, so it's the same exact dialogue.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin. But there was a mirror. Now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Well, I wonder if she'll still be missing that arm.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful
I
than
think that's just a
last
different
time.
voice, my guy.
I think. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs
That's a
and lock
different
eyes
princess.
with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
That's like a completely
binding her
different
to the
ass
far
princess.
wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Who is that?
You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
Maybe I'm crazy,
It's you, my dashing hero.
but I like her
was
voice.
so worried
I
you
like her.
wouldn't come
I like
back.
this voice better than the last voice.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
But nothing will be as good as the first voice.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you?
Maybe.
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world. But everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe.
I like how we're just
We've
like
been given another opportunity
deep into
to
it,
sweep
staring
her off
at her, and
feet
she's like,
and treat her like the
you
lady
gonna let
she
me out of here?
is.
Can I
Now,
get you out?
hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? If he's lost it, don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I had to ask, did you end the world after you killed me back there? Sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease. No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
What if I could, though?
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow.
Yeah, same. Cause
Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts.
Correct.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had a
Oh,
weapon.
what the fuck? Wait. No, I missed it. Okay.
Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
I'm sorry.
You wouldn't.
Why am I threatening myself?
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
I like this princess.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
This is the good ending.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of
If he
love
kills her
on
with
our
the
side?
power of love, I'm going to be mad.
What do we do now?
What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Maybe.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
This is suspicious.
That sounds perfect.
The princess
What is
takes your
this?
hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but
I
the
was
choice has
joking.
been
I didn't
made
think
and
this was real.
this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
All right. So how long until she just like slits my throat?
You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
He's such a hater.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
Isn't that interesting?
That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
I don't know. Kinda do love her.
Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice.
But it's funny.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Exactly. We can open it together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love.
Imagine she just
you and the
bashes me
princess
into the
place
door.
Your hands on the door together. Blech. And the lock clicks.
Oh well.
The door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable.
I'm just waiting for like the weird ass heel turn.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and
And the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table. Ah,
you're enjoying this, aren't you?
yes I
You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
It's okay. I hate me too.
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Wow. That's it.
Our happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Where did
oh,
everything go?
no.
Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Okay, so that just always happens whenever she leaves. Okay. But you don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Yeah.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
We gotta look.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
Oh boy. Blah blah blah. We've done this before. Wait, what do you mean you've grown? What does that mean? Oh. Seen this? Oh, she's different.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again. Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Okay.
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together.
So she's just an amalgamation of the princesses from
It
different.
feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
But why is the narrator trying to stop this?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Okay. Why would I attack it?
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Okay, so I'm starting to
on a
understand this game
path
a
in
little
the
bit more.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
No
You
more
have to put an end to her.
We love no more people. Anyways,
Don't linger on the specifics.
I'm gonna just be
You have a job
annoying
to
and
do
ask
here.
questions.
Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Who is we?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's gonna end the world is because she's locked
While
up?
I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Okay.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
But what if it
It's
doesn't?
no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her. Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil
No, I'm
people,
very,
but
very evil.
surely you're not one of those, right? Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Yep, I know what I'm
Somehow
doing.
I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's crazy.
That's strange.
What a cabin. Yeah.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies.
I mean, you know, everybody
Forever.
dies eventually. Like, you know, worry about it later. That's this dialogue question is crazy.
When I said
Wait, Joyce.
everyone, I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess. And
Yeah, that'll be
last I
fine.
checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction. Again. In fact, I'm gonna just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who has ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Did he drug me into like wanting to go into the cabin?
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light. In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Correct.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh, well. There really was a timer.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah, those walls were not there last
What
time.
are you talking about? I'm sure those walls have always been there. It makes sense if you think about it. If there weren't any walls in the woods, someone might have gotten lost. Or, heaven forbid, someone other than you might have stumbled onto the princess. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience. He might have walled off everything but the path to the cabin, but I'm sure there's plenty of other ways we can ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes,
Forever.
I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Nah, I don't feel like it.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any further.
Uh-huh.
She will lie.
Yep.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing
It is
patchwork
wrong.
of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's
I'm
almost
gonna
the
stop
same space.
staring into space.
It's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths, its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Yeah.
The blade is your
Oh,
implement.
what the hell?
You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This is wrong.
If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity?
I wonder how many
anyway?
different like variations of the princess
No,
are.
we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
It's like a dungeon in like an entry in Odyssey game.
I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, but when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world. And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her. Oh, ho, ho, ho. You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
That's not what I'm going to.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow.
Such a
It really
contrarian.
isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Fine, I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the... Okay, fine, you took the knife. But you really shouldn't hold it like that.
Like what?
Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way. Thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it with our thumb at the bottom. It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice.
Hold the blade
Switch
the other
your grip
way.
on the blade. Congratulations. Yes! Isn't this so much better? Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
About to hit her with the... I don't even know. Throw the blade out the window. It's weird.
The door to the
What
basement
the
creaks
fuck?
open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
What if I fell?
Nothing here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings,
I'm scared.
the more
What is this
confused
princess
you
gonna look
get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. And if the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing
No.
her a favor. Her voice,
I don't even know
a
why I did that.
disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
leave.
don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap.
This isn't a princess.
Like
This is the
whatever we
fucking.
do, we're gonna die.
This is actual chaos.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
I'm gonna take the center staircase.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you
I hope
up
that
or
the choice
down,
does not
but
matter.
At the very least, it's taking you somewhere.
In this game where choices clearly matter.
You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following
Looks like
what
I'm going
looks
up
to
now.
be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways. But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey. A continuous
Hell,
march forward to
why?
a destination long
I
forgotten.
just didn't want to slay her this time. I just wanted to leave.
Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as... What the hell was that? What happened to us?
Oh, I don't like this princess.
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down.
Morning, how are you? This game is a mindfuck. There's like a lot going on, but I recommend it, especially if you just have time to like sit down and just listen. It's like a really good like interactive novel. Thank you for stopping by during the morning. I know like people have work and stuff, but I was like, you know what? Time to stream. Yeah, it's really interesting. I'm the only one. That's funny. I mean, I guess because technically it's a horror game and it's kind of like early. Day off. Nice.
You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember.
Why did the audio
Though
skip?
I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit. Try and get our bearings. She seems normal.
Yeah, no, it's really, really good. I definitely recommend it. I think it's having a sale right now too, if I remember correctly. Let me check Steam, just so I can let you know. It's been a while since I like went on a tangent on stream. Yep, it's on sale right now, 20% off. Nah. It's really good. Alright, let's see. So, sorry I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird, like I was being pulled apart. Well, I know you're locked up down here for a reason. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I have to kill you.
I don't have any weapons, and I'm chained to a wall. Do I look like someone that could end the world? Do I look like a monster?
You know. What the fuck?
Heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything.
I
Standing
know.
with you.
I didn't want to get jump scared in the morning. I wasn't ready. I don't have the energy.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Why are there two of them?
We can do that?
There's gonna be three of them now. I can feel it.
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time?
She did not do this last time.
Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it.
Yeah, I want to just like unapologetically evil up there.
It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done.
Now, I'm ready to kill her now. She has to go.
Whatever you saw last
Back her
time,
up.
unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Please no. But then again, that would be funny. What's your name?
Princess.
That's not it.
No, I don't need a name.
My name is whatever hushed whispers follow in the wake of my devastation.
Me too, buddy. There's more of you now.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. It must be fear creeping into your heart.
You know you can't stop me.
And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
Oh, there's a third. Oh,
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going. Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now.
Wait, which one do I
before
slay?
things get more complicated than they already are. How would we even do that? Where would we start? You would always start by stabbing her.
well, which one do I stab?
Which her? Any of them? I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out the window. Can you
Oh
imagine?
yeah. What if I chose that one?
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back. Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it?
Why am I
It's like
arguing with the
everything we
voices in
say
my head?
just multiplies her. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
But like, what if? Are these? Wait, what the hell? What's wrong with this choice? Why are what? Why are these three choices in one?
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find meaningful. I just want to live my life. I'm not going to dance for you. Besides,
You already know what I'm going to do.
Not a single real answer.
Yup.
At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction. It's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly
Kind of just
how
like
I'd put
keep
it, but I
asking
don't
questions.
disagree.
Just keep messing
There
with
must
her.
be something we
or him.
can do.
They
Asking
everything.
questions just seems to make things worse. Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore. We need to get out of here.
Where's the
This
narrator
whole
at?
place is making me itch.
I need him to like make them back to normal. Oh, just gonna.
Wait, that's not right.
Okay, cool.
Go on. Take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture.
Oh, there's
The room
multiple of me
spins,
too.
your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge forward, knife gleaming to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
I think I'm doing it.
But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed
This
to have
isn't
fun
fun.
if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world, the princess collapse in on themselves before it all falls apart.
Oh, what the fuck?
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and the others, they just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
I don't think I can fix this.
We should help her. I think we did this. How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
No? Nah. I'm gonna just... No? But you'll never know if she hears your reply. She's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Yep, I'm just gonna go into it.
This
Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Okay, so each time. Well, let's see what the new princess looks like.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle.
What does that mean?
There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
Well, I don't know how to feel about this one. What if I destroy my body? Oh.
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
And I've also never attacked her before, so you know.
My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Okay, so I think for now this is a good place to end it. You know, another hour stream after work. Unfortunately, I have work again today, so I have to sleep soon. Oh, but that was fun. Compared to yesterday, we made a lot more progress. So I think it took an hour, and we only got one ending. But you know, in this hour, we got 2 more endings. So yeah. Also, Broken Soul, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. And thank you. Don't mention it. Thank you for the follow. I keep forgetting about my follow notification and always scares the shit out of me. But yeah, I don't know how to say this. My streaming habits are on and off again, so the best I can say is I'll see you when I see you. Hope you have a good day. I know you said you don't have work today, so hope you relax. Hope everybody gets to relax today. Even if you are at work, just take it easy. Take the day in stride. Yeah. See you all later. Bye bye.